Hello, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to MK Convenience Brokerage. My name is Mohammed. In this video, we're going to go over Chapter 3 of owning a vehicle. So, we're going over Chapter 3 of New York State DMV driving guide for passing the written test for DMV. New York State DMV, should I say. So, we're going to go over some basic terms. I might not go over every single terms, but I'm going to go over the terms that might be coming to the test. I will always tell my students to always look over everything, read the book once thoroughly and understand it, and then we'll go over some question and answers later on. And then obviously, once you get an understanding, whatever you missed, this really might help you catch on to it and maybe understanding. So, owning a vehicle is one of the big things in New York State. Obviously, if you own a vehicle, you should know how it is. The registration allows the vehicle to be driven on public roads and highway. Without registration, you're not supposed to be driving it. The title, I always tell my students, title means ownership. No matter if it's a house, if it's a car, or if it's a business, whatever the case is. If you have a title, that means you're owner. So you must be at least 16 to register a vehicle. You have to be 16, obviously. Your insurance can be really expensive, by the way, but you could be at least 16 years over, to register a vehicle. You can title a vehicle at any age. That doesn't mean that you're registering a vehicle at 16, but title a vehicle at any age. A new resident of the state must be New York State within 30 days, and that's where I think this is universal. To be honest with you, I could be wrong. Always check up in your local states, but 30 days at least to be residents. To register a vehicle, again, you must prove you own the vehicle. Obviously, what title comes around with it. You're authorized to drive the vehicle in that state or county. You pay your necessary sales tax and everything. You make sure you do your insurance and all 9 yards and everything. Once you get insurance and everything, you have your title. You go to the DMV. You register to the DMV. You get your registration. You might get a temporary registration from there. They will send the original one by mail, and obviously from there, that means that you are titled, depending on if you have to pay sales tax or not as well. Again, in order to do that, when you go to the DMV, you need to fill out the MV82 form, the same form that you're going to fill out when you take your written test. It's the same exact form. It's not that different. Obviously, if you don't have your license, if you do have your license, you just show your license. If you don't, remember, you have to make up to 6 points to show who you are and everything. Once you do that, you have 10 days for inspection. Obviously, you need to get the car inspected and everything. Once you get your car inspected as well, that means it's cleared off to drive on the vehicle. Always make sure you buy a vehicle that's going to pass safety inspections and everything. So that's one thing. Proof of ownership, again, you don't want to know you own this vehicle. You have to either, sometimes the dealer will give you the MV50 form. They might be having there might be the vehicle, it might be theirs, but they're lending it to you depending on certain situations. I don't know, but a lot of times they might do that, so keep that in mind. Always check the form as well. If the dealer does not register the vehicle for you, make sure you do it yourself and make sure everything is completed on their behalf. They're supposed to, but keep in mind, not everyone does that as well. Again, for a used vehicle purchased from a private seller, the proof of ownership is a certificate of title, MV999. It's kind of like a title that shows that you signed it over to you and everything. The title, you're supposed to have the original title. Also, you sign on the back saying that you bought the vehicle and everything. It could be a gift. You could buy it. Keep in mind, you might end up paying sales tax as well. Disclosure statement: if you purchase the vehicle 8 models years or newer, the DMV will not register your vehicle to issue your new title unless the seller has completed and you have signed both the odometer and damage disclosure statement. So you have to let them know what the odometer and damages are, just in case. If you purchase a vehicle 10 model years old or newer, make sure the private seller has completed an odometer statement or the bank of the certificate of a title. The damage disclosure statement is not required for vehicles 9 model years or old. As a buyer, you must confirm the odometer statement as shown on the title. So basically, you have to have all this and everything shown as well. Proof of insurance, again, you need to have proof of insurance, the fee. Make sure you pay the fee as well, of whatever the case is. It registered, the most vehicle are going to be not more than 18,000 pounds. Are valid for 2 years, and fees are based on the vehicle weight. So the bigger the vehicle, the more fees it's going to be. Going back over here, trading and selling your old car. Again, if you want to trade and sell your old car, you might have to do the same exact thing what you did originally. Get the same title from them, trying it over and everything. Let the DMV know you're replacing the vehicle. You might have to go through your insurance company as well. So let's say, for example, if you already have a 2000 one Mercedes-Benz and you're looking to buy a new vehicle, but you want to keep the same plates but transfer it over to them. It's like a transfer form you might have to do. You might have to do new insurance on that vehicle. Don't cancel the old one. Getting a new insurance, or new insurance will say replacement of vehicle on that one. You go to the DMV. You register you go, and you could use the same place and attach it to the new vehicle, so you don't have to do anything special since you already have it. Obviously, you still have to show that you purchased the vehicle. DMV still have to put you in the system, but keep in mind you have to do that. Registration renewal, again, they let you know 45 to 60 days before. Are they gonna let you know sometimes? Not really, but that's why you have to keep it track by yourself just in case. You could do it by mail. You could do it by like by mail or go in person. I know these two ways are very, very effective. Or you could go online as well, but it all depends how tech savvy you are. Going with, again, insurance, the minimum is liability is 50 against the death of one person, $100,000 against the person of two or more death, $25,000 injury, $50,000 per accident. So that's basically it. Resident, non-resident responsibilities. Again, you might have two different ways. A resident or non-resident are not the same. Resident is the one that lives in New York State. Non-resident is like from New Jersey, Connecticut, that coming in, or whatever the case is from there. So they have to go from there. Most vehicles sold in New York State must be inspected within 30 days of the date of transfer or sale and must have a certificate of inspection before delivery. If you purchase a vehicle from someone who is not a New York State dealer, you must have the vehicle inspected within 10 days after you register it. Again, you have 10 days extensions for that, but 30 days for the transfer of sale and everything. So keep that in mind. That's two different things. Let's see what else we need from here. Complaint against business. Again, you could always make a complaint against the business. Are they going to ask you during the written test? Maybe not, but you can make a complaint against the business and everything, depending on how you want to do it. So keep that in mind. That's about it. Let's finish up with chapter 3. Again, chapter 3, they might ask you basic question about, what's the registered vehicle, basic pedigree. But chapter 4 to forward are going to be the main bread and butter that they usually might be asking during the exam, and that's what we're going to be concentrating more on. Again, some of the things are dry from the first chapters that I did so far, but this is going to get interesting. As you can see, they're going to ask you a lot of questions about laws and everything. I'm doing chapter by chapter at a time. Again, the reason I did that because you will have a better understanding where you need help, and we might go from there. Thank you again, guys, for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other questions, comment, concern, please comment, like, subscribe. I'll try my best to help you as much as possible to clarify any confusion you guys have. Thank you again, guys, for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.